Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restore backup and how to transfer data on your Samsung Galaxy S26. Okay, first I'll show you how you can transfer the data from your previous device into your brand new Samsung. Then I'll show you how you can restore the backup from the Google one, then from Samsung Cloud, and the last thing will be restoring the backup from the external storage drive. So let's begin. Let's click on Start. First we need to select the language, then click on Next. Click on Next once again, select that you agree, and click on Next. Okay, we have the first thing that we are interested in, setup using another device. As you take a look on my previous device, an option for a setup already appeared. If it doesn't pop out, click on Galaxy or Android device, or if you are transferring the data from iPhone or iPad, select the second option. In my case, my old device is an Android, so I need to select that. And now we need to scan this QR code. Also, if you are doing it for the first time, you may have to download the Smart Switch on your old device from the Play Store. That's the app. Let me show you quickly. How to install it. I mean, how to find it. You only need to open up the Play Store and then type Smart Switch. But first I need to verify. Okay, I also may have to confirm. Okay, so give me a second. Okay, I have verified. And now click on Search on your old device and type Smart Switch. And then simply download this app. Okay, now let's scan this code on our brand new Samsung. So I'm about to use the Google Lens for it. But first I need to find it actually. Okay. I'm wondering where it disappeared on my old device. Okay, here it is. It disappeared. Now I will be able to scan the code, but the brightness is really low, so let me boost it up a little. Okay, boom. Now it will work. Okay, now both devices are going to connect to each other. Now on my old device I need to verify by drawing the pattern that I have as my screen lock. Okay, as you can see, our brand new Samsung is automatically connected to the Wi-Fi into the same network like the previous phone. Okay, getting the phone ready, we may have to wait a little bit, so now we just need to be patient until the whole process is finished. As you can see, it's not taking that long currently, because remember that if you're copying a lot of things, the whole process may take a while. Okay, now click on Next, click on Agree, click on Allow, and now select how you want to connect. You can use cable. It would require, in my case, a USB-C cable to USB-C cable. In my case, I would like to do it wirelessly. So now click on Continue on your old device, click on More, Continue. Select while using the app, click on Allow, 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 Allow. Basically allow for everything. Now click on Let's Go. Also want to connect wirelessly. And now I need to scan the code on the right side using my previous phone. If it doesn't want to connect, you can click on that you have trouble with scanning, and we can do this directly, just like that. Okay. Okay, now both devices has connected to each other. In here, let me only adjust the brightness a little bit because it's too bright. Okay, and now select what you want to transfer. You can select everything. In my case, it will take about 1 minute. You can copy only calls, contacts, and messages, or if you click on custom, and the next you'll be able to manually select what things you want to copy. In my case, I want to copy only calls, contacts, and the messages, so it won't take that long. Now the whole process will begin, and now we have to go through the setup process manually. So now we can set the screen lock. I'm about to skip it though, it's always available later in the settings. When you have Google services, simply scroll down and click on accept. Now you have the backup services. They are really useful, and I always turn them on, but it's up to you, it's your device. And we can see that on my old device that it has finished. Now we need to select the default browser and the search engine. When it comes to me, I always pick the Google Chrome as my default browser and Google as my search engine. Click on set as default. And now we have the Gemini, which is our personal AI assistant. Click on next, and in here we can enable the feature that will allow us to launch the Gemini by simply saying this sentence. It is up to you. I'll turn it on, why not? Okay, now we need to keep waiting until it fully loads. Okay, it has finally loaded. It took a while. Now we have possibility to sign in into our Samsung account. It is not necessary to sign in, but of course, if you want, you can create an account right now. You can click on forget password or don't have an account, so you can create it right in here, or you can click on setup later in settings. It's also available. So I'm about to skip it for now. Now scroll down. Click on skip if you want to skip the Samsung account. Now scroll down again, click on agree. Select your display mode, light or dark. I'll stick to the light one. Okay, I think that we need to wait one last time, and our phone should be ready to use. In here we have the recommended apps that we can update. Okay, so let's click on next. Okay, we're all set up. Click on home. Okay, and some of the things might still being transferred in the background. You'll be able to monitor everything right in here, so don't disconnect from the Wi-Fi yet if something is still being copied, and simply wait until everything gets downloaded and transferred. Okay, that was the first method. Now I'll show you how we can restore the backup from Google One. Okay, now the second method. Again, we are doing the setup process, as you can see. And now, when we have possibility to set up our device using another, we need to click on setup manually this time. And now we need to connect to the Wi-Fi. It is necessary, so find available network for you and type the password. Click on connect. And now click on, oh, actually, you don't need to click on next. It will go automatically. And now once again we need to wait. Okay, copy apps and data, click on next, and now select that you cannot use other device. Now we'll have possibility to sign in into our Google account. and thanks to that we'll be able to restore our backup. So now, first type the mail, then click on next, and now we have to type the password. Also click on next, and in my case I also need to verify on my second device, so give me a second. Okay. In here, if you want, you can set the parental controls. I don't want it, so I'll select that I'll be using this device. Click on next, click on agree, okay, and now we can select which backup we want to restore. In my case, I should take a look, I have a long list, but I made the backup on my Samsung 1 hour ago, so I want to restore this backup. Okay, when it comes to the things such as Google Photos, Gmail, Calendar and Drive, those things are synced automatically. And in here, if you want, you can also manually select what things you want to restore. In my case, I want everything except the apps, so I will unselect it, and now click on Restore to start the process. Okay, and now just like in the previous method, we have to go through the setup. So I'm about to skip the screen lock for now. Of course, it's available later in the settings. Now scroll down again, click on Accept. We have backup services, I'll turn them on. Now the Gemini, click on Next. You can enable to use the Hey Google sentence to launch the Gemini. I'm about to skip it. Alright, getting the phone ready. Oh, actually this time it was much faster. In here, again, if you want, you can sign in into your Samsung account. You don't need to do it right now, you can always click on the sentence down below and you can set it up later in the settings. Now scroll down again, click on Agree, select your display mode, then click on Next. Click on Next once again. Okay, we are all set up. So let's click on Home. And now we are ready to use our device. And just like in the previous method, don't disconnect from the Wi-Fi yet, because some of the things might still be installed in the background. You'll be able to monitor everything in the notification bar right in here. Alright, so that was the second method. Now I'll show you how you can restore the backup from your Samsung account. Okay, now restoring the backup from Samsung Cloud. Of course, first you need to sign in into your Samsung account to do it. Now scroll down, find Accounts and Backup, find Samsung Cloud and click on Restore Data. And here you'll be able to restore your backup. Simply select it and click on Restore. The whole process will begin. In my case, it took like 2 seconds because in this backup I had only the settings and the clock. So that's why it took so fast. If you want, you can delete old backups, why not? To have more space. And now let's go with the last thing, external storage transfer. And now let's restore the data from our external storage drive. So let's click on Continue, More, and Allow. Now I need to insert it. Boom. It should appear right now on the screen. Okay, and now select Restore From. Select. And now select what things you want to restore. Everything, just calls, contacts, and messages, or if you click on Custom, you'll be able to manually select what things you want to restore. Then hit the button to start the process. In my case, it says that it will take around 1 minute. So let's wait until it's finished. Okay, 95%. Okay, it says that 6 minutes left. Wow, weird thing. But maybe, okay, it's going faster than I expected, so let's keep waiting. Okay, everything has been successfully restored, so now we can click on next, click on done. We can now unplug our external storage drive, and now everything has been successfully restored. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.